Yo, Raidernation, it's your boy Graphk Raider, man. The views expressed here at Graphk Podcast. Back with another episode of Business is Zoomin with my little brother B. What's poppin', brody?
What's going on, brother?
Man, what's going on in your world, bro?
Just dealing with the Sacramento heat, man. It's 109 degrees out here, waiting for football. It's only 3 weeks away. So we got 3 Sundays basically from now.
3 of them things, yeah.
Normally we would have, preseason going on right now, but due to COVID, no preseason. Obviously, we had the announcement more recently with Mark Davis saying that there's going to be no fans at the new stadium.
Yeah.
So, I know if I was a season ticket holder, which I have been in the past in Oakland
for years,
for years, I would be upset about that, but that's a whole separate topic. But yeah, man, just excited for the season, man. Excited to get this season going, bro.
So what I want all my subscribers to know, man, my family, this is my little bro. We're gonna be doing this a lot more together. Follow my boy, man. Hey, tell him where you at and everything, because I'm sipping my wine tonight. This my little bro show. I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we doing.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, just at Brandon.Hibbert. That's Hibbert. I'm a realtor here in California and soon to be Nevada. So
no, not soon to be. You just got your license. So
I just got my license here in Nevada too. So I'm gonna be duly licensed in Nevada and in California. So anybody need any real estate help, I'm here for you. I'm your guy. Yeah. Outside of that, me and my bro are gonna be keeping it lit. I know we're both longtime Raider fans. Since diapers basically. So we're gonna keep this show going. Feel free to follow me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys. So
I'm gonna tag everybody in the description. I'm gonna put my bro IG in there, man, so y'all can follow him. And we lit, man. Look, tonight, I'm gonna be honest. I had a good weekend, man. I was with my wife, my kids. Dropped some videos. I'm enjoying my wine tonight, man. So all I'm doing is answering my bro questions, bro, because this is his show. He got the floor. This is what we doing. You feel me? So what we got going on, bro? Tell me what we got going on.
All right. So couple things, man. I'm gonna start off with Nelson Agholor, right?
Yeah.
John Gruden came out more recently and stated that Nelson Agholor is looking good, really likes him, thinks he's a great player. Obviously with the, he was with the Eagles for a long time, won a Super Bowl with them. Was a first round draft pick, didn't really live up to the hype. Obviously he's going to be like a number, like more of a slot receiver type. Do you see him taking any reps from Renfro? Do you think that he's going to have any type of action? Like, do you see him potentially taking that third spot in the slot, or do you see him getting any plays there?
Not at all. That slot is going to be controlled by Hunter. The only other person you'll see in that slot will be Henry Ruggs with different plays and different shit going on. But don't get me wrong, you will see Agholor, in the slot here and there. But he's not taking Hunter's job. Let's be honest, man. Hunter's hands are solid. He's never had a problem with dropping the ball. Agholor has had an issue since he came into the NFL with dropping balls. He's had a couple good seasons. He's had a couple terrible seasons. With USC back then, he was great. I watched him in college, great. But the velocity, man, the speed of the ball that comes to you in the NFL is different. And he has to prove to me, like I told you before, bro, like Carr throws a different type of ball, man. Like Amari and Crabtree were dropping balls left and right in their chest plate. So unless he just his hands got better, I can't see it. I love the stuff he's saying. you know, like that he came to the Raiders because Gruden is a receivers coach, pretty much. He was like, I came to the Raiders because I knew Gruden could make me a better player. He's also said, you know, that Brian Edwards has had the best hands that he's seen in years. He's not just being about himself. For somebody that came in is getting paid nothing, pretty much a prove-it deal, and he's shouting his team out, that says a lot, man. You know what I mean? So I love where his mentality is at, but he has to show and prove, bro. He's dropped too many big balls, during games, and I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. I mean, Hunter got the slot on lock. Period.
I feel you. I would agree. I think that Hunter, you know, even since college, you know, he had a couple of big catches, and from what Derek Carr's brother David Carr has been saying, that, you know, his ceiling was that he's going to have the most touchdowns in the league. I don't see that happening, but I do see maybe, you know, a good production from that slot position. Maybe, you know, being Carr's kind of safety blanket, you know. So
there's only so many balls that can go around, and when you got a Henry Ruggs, you got a Tyrell Williams, you got a Brian Edwards, you got a Lynn Bowden, a Josh Jacobs, a Darren Waller, a Jason Witten, a Foster Moreau. I mean, let's be honest, bro. There's only so much you can do with an Aguilar. You know
I agree.
Like, but if he can show his ass in special teams, then we'll see. We'll go from there.
Okay, couple things, man. I wanted to give a shout out to Darren Waller. 3 years clean and sober. Turned his life around, obviously. Had a spectacular year last year. I want to say close to 1,200 yards, 90 receptions, couple TDs, I believe 2 or 3 TDs. So, you know, congrats to him, you know, on being sober.
4. I think he had 4.
Something along those lines.
Yeah,
but so congrats to him on that. But
yes,
kind of moving forward, you know, and talking about tight ends, obviously the market just got reset with George Kittle and Travis Kelce getting their record contracts. I believe Kittle got a 5-year, $75 million contract.
Yeah.
And you had I want to say Kelce had like a 4-year with like 55 or 57 million or something like that. Point is that we signed –
6-year deal, I think 4 on top of the 2. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, something like that.
Regardless, we signed Waller earlier in the season on a 3-year contract. I believe he's getting $9 million a year.
Yep.
So what are your thoughts on you know, and kind of backing up a little bit more? Obviously, you got Kelce and Kittle have been in the league, and they've been at the top of their game for the last, you know, I want to say 3 to 5
every
years.
dollar they deserve.
Yeah. But what do you think about Mike Mayock and John Gruden going out early in the offseason, signing him, and now it looks like, because to me, Waller, if Waller is a top 5 tight end regardless. So
off top.
if it's those two at the very top, Waller's right next. Now, mind you, he's only proven for a year, but if he can keep that kind of production up, I mean, what do you think about that? What do you think about John Gruden and Mike Mayock?
We gotta steal. We gotta steal. I'm gonna give a lot of the kudos to Greg Olsen, because he knew what Waller was when he was in Baltimore. He told Gruden, we need to grab this. We need to grab this guy. He is the truth. We just gotta mold him up, get him right, get him sober, get him clean. Mm-hmm. And what we did was we signed our tight end to a great contract that he deserved at the time. Mm-hmm. These days, man, at one point, Derek Carr was the highest paid quarterback in the league. Let's just be honest. That everybody resets, you know what I'm saying, the game.
The market. Yeah.
But $9 million a year is well worth 1 year of productivity. Waller is a superstar right now. Mm-hmm. And that's coming from Gruden, that's coming from Mayock, that's coming from Carr, that's coming from
Witten. That's coming from Hall of Famer Witten.
Yes. So you know, couple more years of productivity.
Go ahead.
No, a couple more years of productivity, and he'll end up getting. At some point, he's gonna, you know, we're gonna be like, we have to pay him more money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
it's just
I
facts.
think we got him signed through 2023. I want to say. So I think we got him signed for like the next 3 years. So we got him locked in for the next a
He ain't
nice
going nowhere. He
3-year
ain't going
window.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that kind of leads me into the next thing. What do you think about our tight end unit? We got Witten, we got Waller, right? We got Foster Monroe, we got Derek Carrier, and kind of talking about Jason Witten. Obviously with him, it's about passion at this point. Him being 38 years old, a couple years ago, he went into the ESPN booth. I want to say for Monday Night Football. Retired, in the retirement for a year, came back, played for the Dallas Cowboys for a year or two, and now he's with us with the Raiders, right? So you got a Hall of Fame. He has nothing to prove, right? He's a Hall of Fame tight end, long time with the Cowboys, signing with us. Obviously coming in to probably mold Waller and the rest of the guys. But what do you think about our tight end unit? What do you think the floor and the ceiling is with our tight end unit? And what do you think in general?
I think we have the best tight end room in the league. I don't know any better tight end room than we in the league right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Witten has nothing to prove, just like you said, little bro. But he wants to win a ring. At the end of the day, he came to us because he believed in the young unit that we had. I don't think that Witten's going to go somewhere just for a couple dollars. He was making more doing Monday Night Football. And mind you, he took Chucky's job after Chucky went back to us. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how shit comes back into fruition. You know what I'm saying? But he'd make more money not playing football. It's not about football, man. I really feel that Witten believes in what we got going on. I feel like Waller is going to learn a lot from him. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think that Foster is going to learn a lot more from Witten than Darren will, because Darren already has natural athleticism. He's big. He's strong. He's just built. He's just already ready to go. I think that Foster is that guy that came in last year and was great for us, man. He was great in the red zone. He did a lot of things. I think he had five, 6 touchdowns. Beast. I think, and he can block. At LSU, we can block. I think that Witten's game is Foster's game. And I think that he was brought in not only because I know that Waller grew up watching him. It's a known fact that he's one of his favorite tight ends coming up. I think that he was put here to teach Foster. Because Foster's game is his game.
Yeah, no, I can see that. 100%. Yeah, because Waller's he's more athletic, right? And it's kind of natural. So I get it.
They're two different games. Like Waller's game is nothing like Witten. But that doesn't mean anything, because Witten is probably the second best tight end of all time behind Anthony Gonzalez. I mean, he's second in receptions and touchdowns. I mean, so at the end of the day, bro, you have to give him a GOAT status.
It's like you got him.
Antonio Gates.
I was gonna say Antonio Gates too. You know what
I'm saying? All these AFC West guys, what I'm saying? Kelsey's gonna come up next, Kittle's gonna be there soon, and we have one in Waller that's gonna be one of them guys as well. But I feel that I think Carrier, I think at some point we get rid of him because we're gonna save $2 or $3 million. I know that we've been talking to Michael Kendricks for a linebacker position. We couldn't agree with him, financially, but we were really close. I know that Clowney's still in the mix. We're deep at tight end, man. We don't need Carrier. So if we get rid of him, we have 3 great tight ends, and we can free up some money to get somebody else. So I think Witten is here also because I feel that Gruden told him, you're going to have a job in a year or two once you retire, and you'll be a coach. I really feel like that he has a job. I think that was a part of his contract that he ain't going to speak on, but I feel like he's I'm there. I'm in Vegas for the long haul. I'm there. But Witten has been speaking highly on our team, man. He's been saying that the youth movement is in full effect, and that Carr looks so hungry, and that he's just so in command of the system, and just he speaks so highly, and that's coming from a GOAT. So bro.
Yeah, kind of going into that. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm like I said in the past, bro. I'm excited for the 3 tight end sets, for some
Yes.
power football. You know, obviously behind that offensive line, we got solid offensive line, top 3 offensive
Facts.
line offer it.
Top 3.
You know, we get those tight ends in there blocking. You know, I know that they said Henry Ruggs is a good blocker as well. But you know, we start setting up the lanes for Josh Jacobs. But not only that, you know, start hitting them with these play actions, you know. So you do a bunch of power football, then you hit them with the play action, and then you got these 3 tight ends sets where they're going out, you know, on digs or whatever they're doing, and you know, getting first downs or touchdowns, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like what I want, you know, with our offense in general, man. Like I'm ready for, you know, power football, you know, 3 tight end sets, you know, formations where it looks like you're going to run the ball, but then you know, surprise pass it real quick. You know what I mean? I just want our offense to be unpredictable, bro. Like, I don't want predictability at all. I want wildcat. I want pro formations. I want spread. I want bringing in, you know, Bowden and Jacobs and maybe even throwing Mariota back there, you know, and doing some
But you know
crazy
what's funny, bro? I
you know,
think that
like I'm ready for the mix up, bro. I'm ready for the unpredictability. I'm ready for the aggressive offense. You know what I mean? So
I think that Gruden understands that now.
yeah.
You can tell. I mean, you drafted Bowden, you drafted Brian Edwards, both back to back. You drafted Ruggs. He's telling us like we're going crazy this year. The
Yeah.
offense cannot be the same as it was last year. At the end of the day, bro, the teams that's winning championships these years, I mean, these days are, you know, they're doing different
Way
things.
dynamic.
Yeah.
They're way dynamic.
Yeah, I mean,
And their
so
play calls are crazy.
yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the day, you got Shanahan that was in the Super Bowl last year with the Niners. He's one of the best offensive play callers in the league, bro, for years.
And he was run heavy, and they were run heavy. They were running, you know, all 3 of their running backs
Exactly.
were putting in.
Andy Reid, which is one of the best play callers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know a lot of people killed him until last year because he finally got that big win. But you know, he was always, he made it to the playoffs, he couldn't win, and blah blah blah. You know, look, he did it.
Yeah, but you look at the consistency over the years. He's almost like the Greg Popovich of the NFL, right? Where he's like
always consistently in the playoffs.
Yeah, Mr. Consistent, right? So like that's like, you know, for basketball analogy, you know, that's who I would compare him to, is like the Greg Popovich.
Gruden has made it to a couple playoffs and he's won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near where Andy Reid is at. You know what I'm saying? Like consistency wise.
Yeah.
And Chucky's my guy. There's no shade, but it's just real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like Chucky has that offense now, and I think it's going to be crazy this year, bro. I think the calls are going to be bananas.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, I'm going to fucking go on every video and light shit up. Because when you got a Bowden, you have a Brian Edwards, you have a Ruggs, you have a Jacobs, you have
on paper, that's what I'm saying. On paper, our roster just looks crazy,
especially on offense.
And yeah, it's like but it's just, can that be like articulated onto the football field? Can that be, you know, can that turn into real life? You know, you can have the dream team or whatever, but like, does it make sense on the field? And that like, and that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I'm excited about our roster, and like from offensive line, like especially on the offensive side of the ball, offensive line, quarterback, running back, receiver, like tight ends. We just
all that shit.
We look solid, you know, but it's just, is it going to translate on the field? And that's the only question that's left to ask now.
We'll see.
Kind of, you know, staying on the offensive topic. And I know you probably talked about this before, but what are your thoughts on Brian Edwards? I know Carr, you know, was saying that he reminds him of Devontae Adams. And obviously they played in Fresno State together. I believe Tyrell Williams was comparing him to Mike Williams from the Chargers. What's your expectation of Brian Edwards this year and maybe future moving forward?
This year, I don't really expect too much. I mean, I think that he's going to get the job done for what he's a rookie, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be happy to get 500 yards out of him. Let's be honest. But it's Tyrell Williams' job to lose at this point. But when he's even saying like he reminds me of Mike Williams and they're battling for a spot, because at the end of the day, bro, we can save $14 million, $12 to $14 million next year getting rid of Tyrell Williams. When you see a Aguilar, you know what I mean? The same thing I said earlier, just saying that I've never seen somebody with them kind of hands in a long time. Like, bro, like, I feel like Gruden's going to bring him in slowly, but sure. That's going to be one of our secret weapons, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know, you don't want to just throw him out there and let the league know instantly. Like, we have a great number 2 with Tyrell Williams. Like, bro, he's a high-end number 2 wide receiver.
Yeah.
If Ruz can be the high-end number 1 that we think he can be, there's no pressure on Brian Evans at all.
Yeah.
Keep it short and sweet.
So
bring him in red zone situations. His hands he's not dropping shit. And you keep it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Last thing. And I know you kind of touched base on this earlier, but you had John Gruden, you know, talking highly of our backup in Mariota. What do you think about the quarterback room in general, you know, in our lineup?
I love it. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, we finally have a real backup quarterback.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of Peterman right now because it's going to save us a couple $1 million. We could probably sign Michael Kendricks without just getting rid of Peterman. I mean, let's be honest. But to see, Chucky also said that, you know, there was certain plays where he wasn't right. But Mariota's never been known as just a passing quarterback. He's great with his legs. This is a perfect situation for him to be in, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, when you get Derek Carr, which is, I'm going to be honest with you, I think DC is going to be way more with his legs this year because he knows he has a Bowden and a Mariota behind him. He's going to have to get more crazy with his legs. He has to extend plays. He has to do more. When you know you got a Mariota that can run for 60 yards in a play, just like you have to get more creative. This is the perfect situation for Carr. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's great to see that, Chucky's talking up Mariota, but it's not really saying a lot, bro. Let's be honest. Like, he always talks up all his quarterbacks. Last year, Peterman was Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real, bro. Like he knows what he's doing. It's mental warfare with Chucky, man.
Yeah.
He wants DC to be the best quarterback that he could be, that he knows he can be. You know what I'm saying? Mariota is not the best passing quarterback. But he's not as afraid as DC in the pocket.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's one of my biggest complaints with DC is just that if he gets pressure, he like throws the ball in the dirt, or like if a prey breaks down, he like does the same kind of thing. I want to see some effort, like whether it's like you throw it up there and try to make something happen or something. I don't want it to be 3rd and 3 throwing the ball on. For someone
to patent their game after Brett Favre and not to just throw that ball up in the air and see what happens, I don't get it. I really don't get it, bro. Like, I really don't understand it. Like, DC is my guy. I love DC. And to be honest with you, a lot of us Raider fans are just happy with DC because, let's be honest, in the past 20 years, we've had Gannon and Carr. That's it. 2 actual average or above average quarterbacks. We have not had nothing to be happy about. So Carr has had a great couple years, and I don't mean great, I mean in the sense of stats. Last year, his percentage was great. I mean, he had over 4,000 yards passing. I get it. Completion rate was great. We were 7-9, bro. At the end of the day, you have to win games.
I was gonna say, at the end of the day, I feel like at the end of the day now, like it's Carr's year to prove himself.
Yes.
And
yes.
And yeah, bro. At the end of the day, it has to equate to wins, right? We need to, in my opinion, we need to at least win 10 games and get to the playoffs.
Yes.
If not, then the season's a failure in my
Failure
eye.
for sure.
If we do better than that, great. You know. So yeah, I mean, I feel you on that 100%.
But I don't have any complaints about DC. I'm gonna tell y'all now.
Yeah,
he's made a couple.
I like having Mariota as a backup though. Like obviously, you know, obviously Tannehill came in, you know, last year for the Titans and took over the spot or whatever. But for a backup, that's a high end backup. I don't.
But let me tell you something, bro. I'm dropping a video probably tonight. It's already recorded. I may drop it tomorrow. Let's be honest, man. And this may sound crazy. Lynn Bowden Jr. may be sitting over there, and Gruden may be coaching him up to be that next quarterback, bro, of the future, bro. I'm telling you now, we live in a world where we got Mahomes, we got Lamar Jackson, we got all these guys that move around and can do everything. Keep an eye on Lynn Bowden Jr., bro. I'm telling you.
That's interesting because I know in college he played some quarterback.
Only one year.
Don't matter though. It's still interesting. It's still at least interesting. And now I'm not gonna say it's for sure, but no, that's a very interesting point to bring up. Like because I didn't think about that. And but I mean, shit, he's such a jack of all trades. And
when they say Joker, I think behind the scenes they coaching him up to be our next quarterback one if Carr can't get the shit done.
Now I'm thinking maybe they still got him in the running backs room, but maybe still with the quarterbacks maybe two. Now that you're saying that, but like I don't know, bro. Like let's say like something crazy were to happen.
Well, listen, we'll know by week 2. You know why? Because if you have a guy that you're trying to groom as a quarterback, right? You're not gonna put him out there as a running back, get his ass beat the fuck up every week. You know what I'm saying? So we'll know. We'll know what they're doing. And if he ain't getting his ass beat the hell up, he may be getting groomed to be our next number 1 QB, bro. Let's be real.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
So
very interesting.
You never know.
Kind of on the other side of the football now. Malik Collins. Coach Gunther, our defensive coordinator, said more recently that he is hands down the best offseason acquisition we had so far.
Yeah.
We picked up Corey Littleton. We picked up
Mike K.
We picked the linebacker from the Bears. For him to say that, it's obviously saying something big. What do you think? How do you think he's gonna? Do you think he's gonna have that big of an impact? Do you think, like, what do you see? Do you think he's gonna be that guy for our defensive line? Do you think he's gonna be that guy, or do you think it's gonna be more of like our defensive line collectively, like everybody's just a hog, and so we're our defense? Like, what do you see happening?
Let me be honest with you, man. I'm a firm believer in Gunther, Chucky, and what they got going on. If they speak that highly about bro, I believe it. He's never showed me anything on the football field up until this point that he can be that guy.
They were saying that he reminds him of Geno Atkins.
Yes. He said that he reminds me of Geno Atkins, and that's a big, great comparison. But up until this point, he's been a mediocre defensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? So, but his training this offseason has been insane. When I mean to tell you, bro, his legs look like tree trunks, and he's fast as shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I think that he realized that this was a prove-it year, the 1-year prove-it deal, and he took it serious. A lot of these guys don't. They just think in their head like, oh, I'm going to kill it, and if I don't, I'll still get a good deal. Malik said, look, I'm going for the Aaron Donald deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he looked, bro, he looks insane. So by the way he's practicing and all that good shit, I believe it. But until I believe, like, I still think that Mo on our D line that's gonna show his ass.
You still think that Mo's what now?
I still think that Mo is gonna be that guy until further notice.
Okay.
I've seen more footage. I've seen more, on Mo to see that. I believe that he'll be more of a guy to get to the quarterback and be more active. But the way he looks this offseason, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, he looks like a superstar. But that needs to translate into games. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go with Mo Hurst right now. I feel like Mo Hurst is going to be that guy on our line. Even Hankins, you know what I'm saying? Because, he's great against the rush. But, yeah, keep an eye on Malik Collins, though, bro. Like, the way coaches are talking him up, I feel like they're talking about he could be the next Grady, Aaron Donald. Like, I'm like, wow. Like, I'm like, shit, I've never seen it. So
yeah. No, I'm curious. Like I said, the defensive line is like the unit that I'm just most curious about in general, right? With you on the outside, you got Mo and now Collins in the middle. Like, if that front four can, dominate, it's gonna make the whole defense better. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the system play out and how these guys
Facts. Facts.
come along year 3. So the other thing, LaMarcus Joyner did a press conference more recently. He was talking about year 2 going in the Gunther system, how he's feeling more confident. I know we spoke on this earlier a little bit and kind of touched on this. What's your expectation for Joyner moving forward? Do you think that year 2 in the system he's going to do a little bit better, and he's going to really solidify that nickel cornerback position, and free safety kind of like
shit, he better.
at
the end of the day, I was telling you earlier, bro, the dope thing about Mayock, man, and Gruden is they're literally drafting and signing people to be on other people's heels. You know what I'm saying? Like Amik will take his job like that this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude was great in college.
Yeah.
Dude was a beast. If we could save $14 million, $12 to $14 million next year and get rid of his ass and Amik take his job, great. If Brian Edwards can come in and take Tyrell's job and we save another $12 to $14 million, great. We're setting up shit now to the point where we're making sure that we're set. Do I believe in LaMarcus Joyner? I've seen him have a great season or two with the Rams. He said now that he finally got Gunther's system down. I got to see it, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to see it. Like, at the end of the day, it's easy to say that so you don't get traded. You don't get cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like Joyner, man. I love his personality. He's a locker room guy. Everybody loves him. At the end of the day, that shit don't mean nothing if you ain't productive. You know what I'm saying? And do I hope he shows up? Most definitely. I hope he does his thing this year, and we don't have to rush Amik into a situation where he's not ready yet.
Ultimately, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he's going to solidify that cornerback number 3 for those nickel packages, right? I think that by us picking up Amukamara on the outside, still having Mullen, right, and then we picked up Arnett too, which could probably be go either or, and then with Abrams coming back, we picked up Randall from I believe it was from the Browns, right? Like, so our defensive backs just look all around faster and younger. And then also, picking up Littleton, which he's familiar with him, obviously from, the Rams, and we picked up the Nick Wachowski from, so I'm hoping that with those two guys, with the line, with those two guys at linebacker, and then with our defensive backs getting younger, that's going to help him just focus on his slot nickel position, or rotation and free safety. You know what I mean? And like
and
he's
mind
really
you, LaMarcus Joyner was the one that told Chucky and Gunther to go get Littleton.
Yeah.
Like he said, like, that's my guy. He's a beast. Go get Littleton.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I know that our coaching staff trusts Joyner and they believe in him. But, this as much as this is a prove-it year for Carr, a prove-it year for Tyrell Williams because of the foot injury last year, a prove-it year for a lot of these guys. It's a prove-it year for him. And
100%.
I hope that he finds a way to succeed because at the end of the day, you have to have a fire nickel corner these days because if you don't, you're going to get cooked.
Yeah, I mean nowadays
our linebacking core is going to help him tremendously though.
I was gonna say nowadays the nickel package to me is like the new base defense at the end of the day.
Yes.
So it's not people aren't running pro formations, I formations, and running the football a lot. It's more about spreading the ball out. So it's like these nickel packages with 5 DBs or this even certain dime packages. That's like the new norm, I feel like, for defense, but especially a nickel, with 5 DB. So, I know Coach Gruden was saying, he hopes he gets, one of the players on defense with the most tackles, or if not one of the most tackles, So that's
no. He said that the nickel cornerback should be the second leader in tackles, period, on the defense.
Yeah.
LaMarcus wasn't that for us last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. I think Chucky set the guidelines, bro. I think that he knows what he needs to do. And to be honest with you, I've seen him have a great year before, so I believe in him. But I'm at the point where I'm like, show and prove, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's all I got for us right now, man. I'm really just curious to see how the team is going to respond to not having fans in the stadium, right? And just I think the expectation is already high.
Yeah.
And the bar is already set for the season, right? You got new city, brand new state-of-the-art stadium, new young players, basically, new head coach, new everything. Everything's new. So, and Vegas is going to have your expectations up here. So, like, expectations and bar is already set high. I'm just curious to see how things are going to translate. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something, too. I shot a video also. I haven't released it yet. But Arnett has been practicing with the first team defense. They didn't take him out of play the other day. You know what I'm saying? And they saying that he looked real nice, man. So
but that's so this is my thing. If he's playing starting corner on the outside, whose spot is he taking? Is he taking
Prince? No, Mullen. I'm trying to tell you. I know you don't understand. I know you don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is he taking
Mullen
spot or is he taking
number one? Mullen is number one, bro.
Okay. All right.
Telling you, bro. Mullen is number one, bro.
Okay.
Prince came in. He's older. He's 30. I would love to have him for depth. If Arnett would show up that early in the game and be that young, to play against guys like Tyreek Hill and all these guys, bro, you have to have somebody that's young and quick on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to hear that he's doing so great already, it speaks volumes, bro. That speaks volumes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't take him out of snap the other day. He played first team defense all practice.
Got you.
We'll
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm interested to see, that development, who's going to start and who's going to be where. So I think there's going to be a lot of rotation, whether it be at defensive line, right? There are going to be a lot of rotation, and I think even our DBs, because we got a lot of depth now in both. I believe. You know what I mean? We got a lot of
No. It's not just you, bro. Gunther preached that. He said we finally have depth. He's like, we haven't had this since I've been here. So you're right, bro. You're 100% right, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
but still, at the end of the day, bro, it's like who's going to be, there's going to be certain guys that are just our guys, right? Like, so it's like who's going to step up? Who's going to be the big dogs? Who's going to be in the cornerstone of the defense? Like who on the defensive line is going to be the top dog, right, along with the group? who in the defense. I'm hoping the defensive backfield. I'm hoping Abrams just comes through and he's that hammer for us, like a
I'll
camp.
tell you one thing. The whole offense has been preaching that the defense is so much faster. Like, the whole offense has been like, this defense looks totally night and day type shit from last year.
Yeah.
So that says a lot, bro. That says a lot. When you playing against an explosive offense like we are and all the weapons we got in practice every day.
Bro, we have to be faster because we're in the same fucking division as the Chiefs. If you're not fast, you're getting your boots smoked, period. Like, and then, with how dynamic everybody else is on their offense.
The Chargers may have the best wide receiver core in the league. Then you got Denver that grab Judy and they still have Sutton. They got a great tight end. Like, bro, today's day and age is insane. The NFL is going NBA now, bro. It's shoot. That's what the NFL is on right now, bro.
It's a straight passing league, bro. It's a passing league, So yeah, I mean, ultimately, bro, like I've said this in the past, I think cornerback, outside of quarterback on the offense, I think cornerback is probably and defensive backs in general is probably the hardest position, but cornerback specifically because, trying to guard these fucking guys that are running 4.2s and 4.3s and 4.4s,
6'5", 6'6",
and they're hella tall or whatever, and trying to make sure they're not catching the ball. They're jumping in the air and doing all kinds of crazy shit, and you can't touch them. I
can only imagine, bro.
That's the hardest position. So, I'll be interested to see how our defensive backs just perform in general. But I'm glad to hear that we're just faster in general. I like corners, specifically corners, and even safeties too. I don't think safety is as important, but corners, I like young corners because at the end of the day, receivers are fast. They're athletic. They're all fast. They're all athletic. So it's like you get these old ass fucking corners, they're gonna end up getting they're gonna end up, they're slow. So to me, it's like Arnett step in. Okay, cool. Mullen, we're getting young at corner. I like that. I like that whole, going that route. At cornerback. It's just
also still have Isaiah Johnson. Like, bro, we have a bunch of other guys that can be that could be on some fire shit. Bro, this fly has been killing me this whole Zoom, bro. I swear, bro, I've been ready to slap my face up this whole episode. Just do.
That's funny.
But
hey, before we get out of here though, we're gonna be having the Raider Fantasy Football League that me and Graphk are gonna be putting together. So we're gonna keep you guys posted on that. I know, Graphk, you're going to be reaching out to a few people about getting the league started. We're going to have more details on that soon. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to connecting with some of our fellow Raider, fans and, and just us getting a league together, getting the camaraderie up, you know what I mean, and talking a little football shit to each other. So yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, we lit, man. Another episode of Business is Zooming. Me and my little bro. You're going to see my little bro face a lot more. I'm trying to tell y'all. So follow my bro. One more time. What's your IG, bro?
At Brandon.Hibbert, Hibbert. You can follow me anytime. Like I said earlier, I'm a duly licensed real estate agent in California and Nevada. So I'm here for you. Anything, real estate related. But I'm a diehard Raider fan. It's my brother Graphk. We've been rocking for over 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to network and start, meeting you guys and, talking our Raider shit. So that's it.
And I'm going to put my bro information once again in the description box. We're going to be doing this show every Sunday. No, we're going to go live every Sunday when the season starts. And then we're going to do one of these videos for a recap every Monday, man. So y'all can see what we talking about in blase. So
I can't wait. I can't wait for Sundays, because I want to go live.
3 more weeks, bro.
I want you and I to go live as soon as the game's over, bro. Like, I'm trying to go live, bro. Like,
I'm gonna be live. You know me, bro. I'm so consistent. I'm gonna be live during the game. The game go. So I'm just gonna pull you in.
I'm gonna be eyes glued, bro. I can't. I'm gonna be focused.
But we love y'all, man. The views expressed here, Graphk Podcast. Your boy Graphk Raider, my brother, my boy Raider. No, we're calling you Raider B for now. I don't give a fuck what you say. You have to. Hey. This is what we're gonna do, Nation. In the comment section, leave a name for my brother. His name is Brandon, and he's a diehard Raider fan. Give me a name. You know what I'm saying? And let me know what you think. Come here, son. My son just popped in. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, leave a post, leave a comment, tell me what, man, I think Raider B, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. But,
Yeah.
you know,
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
But we love y'all, Nation. We out.